Murasame does a super sick backflip. Sakura watches in absolute astonishment, and this woman is a physical specimen. If she's impressed with your super sick backflip, that is the sickest of all backflips. Good day, good people. It is another fine Thursday in the year of the horizon, and you're here with your boys, Toon Link, with your boy, Dave, and with your boy, the United States Aviator, and welcome back to another installment of Danganronpa Hunger Games. Thanks for joining us all today. Thanks for joining everyone in the comments. Thanks for joining everyone everywhere. Because we gotta get things rolling. Today was the last chance for Season 4 teams. Season 4 teams. Teams that were in Season 4 before they may or may not break up. Some of them are gonna break up, some of them won't. Before Season 5. The top 6 teams here will be in the Danganronpa Tag Team Opening Ceremonies for Season 5 for the Dangan Olympics. But more importantly, the team who comes out on top will be the first ever Tag Team Agents of Chaos. And you all know what that means from the past season. Every episode that the champions are in, the Tag Team Champions, there will be a spin of the wheel. The Agent of Chaos wheel, which will increase 5% with every failed hit. And it's likely it'll hit sooner or later. You can ask Mikan, and it was successful last time. She didn't successfully claim it, but she caused chaos for the champs. She put a shock to the system, and she got Chiaki the championship. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a good field set out today because, well, we got a lot of people. These teams who are currently in the tag team finale are Band-Aid, the religious artist, the Animal Hoodies, Sheep Ranch, the Entourage, and the Thumbtack Terrors. Which 6 teams will join them? I haven't the slightest, but let's introduce all the teams who are here today, starting off right at the top. The Pimped Out Rides, consisting of Mondo, Kazuichi, and Mew. They have had a good start to the season. In fact, because of the preseason and Kazuichi's championship victory, they're all of them in the singles premiere. The singles opening ceremony. The Magical Girls, Kotoko and Monica. Kotoko was in the singles episode. Can Monica get into the tag team episodes today? The Big Buff family, Sakura and Nekomaru and Gonta are here today, along with the Steel-Minded Girls, Kaede, Komaru, and Sarah. Wishes and Wizardry, Rantaro and Hajime. Hashtag Graced, Mukuro and Hina. Small and Mighty, Fuyuhiko and Chihiro. Awful Intense, Haiji and Tengen. Way of the Sword, Taka, Peko, and Munakata. Moving along to Blue-Haired Betrayal, Sayaka and Samugi. Single Parenting, Hiroko and Jin. Ultra Despair, Hagakure, Kanon, and Hiro. The Rats are back, Nagito, Kokichi, and So. Sparring Sisters, Akane and Tenko. Babysitters Club, we have Maki, Nagisa, and Masaru. Perfect Professors, Chisa, Kizakura, and Mishima. Moving onward to Card Tricks, Celeste, and Himiko. The Mechanical Good Boys, Kibo, and Mekamaru. The Togami Corporation, Togami, Karumi, and Pennyworth. Hope and Despair, Makoto and Junko. Straighten Up has Mahiru, Leon, and Teruteru. The Thick Boys, Fat Togami and Hifumi. The Split Squad, we have Cory in the house, Azuru and Genocide Jack. Fight Club, we have Juzo and the Great Gozu. Moving onward to Expert Deductions, Kyoko, Shuichi, and Keiji. Neo World Assistants, Yasuke and Maya. Confectioner's Couple, we have Veruca and Izuyoi. Ultra Despair Boys, we have Taichi and Yuta. The Mon Gamers, we have Mitarai and Nanai Chiaki. Literary Arts, Toko, and Now. We even have the Student Council, Katomi and Murasame. Care Bears, Monophony and Monotaro. Unseen Issues, Shirokuma, and the Nanokumas, the Despair Bears, Monodam, Monosuke, and Monokid, and lastly the Miscreants, Monokuma and Kurokuma. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the rundown. So tell me, first of all, in the finale already, as you can probably tell because they're not here, Band-Aid, the Religious Artists, the Animal Hoodies, Sheep Ranch, the Entourage, and the Thumbtack Terrors. 6 more teams will join them, and first and second place will also join the opening ceremonies of the Dangan Olympics singles finale. But first place, their entire team. There's so much riding on this episode. Jeez Louise, will be your new Agents of Chaos, your first ever tag team Agents of Chaos. So tell me, who do you got? Who do you got for first? Who do you got for second? And of course, which team would you like to see most as your tag team Agents of Chaos? Some of these teams, this will be the last time that they work together because there will be some new teams in Season 5. So let me know those things in the comments. While I pick up this die, I'm just gonna start rolling it right now. I'm gonna start rolling it. I'm gonna look at, I know who I'm gonna pick actually. I know exactly who I'm gonna pick. I need to remind you guys, tomorrow's the last day, I believe. I might make it Saturday because for some reason it's always been Saturday, and I think I just put Friday for some reason. I don't know. I really could give you guys another week too, but we'll do Friday. We'll do Friday for right now. Friday at midnight, because then people will see, oh yeah, Hunger Games. And I'll be able to remind you guys tomorrow too. So yeah, go ahead into the OC, not episode, the OC submission box, because OCs will be scattered all throughout Season 5, except in the first 2 episodes. They're not going to be in the, I guess they'll technically be in the singles episode, because Daiki and Rico both made it into the top 12 of the Season 4 finale. So we'll have some OCs there, but every episode after the opening ceremonies will be scattered with some OCs, fresh OCs in every episode. It's going to be a lot of fun. Are you guys ready? I got to make my picks. Oh, one more thing. Tell me, how many times do you think we're going to have to roll this die to get the spiciest of all RNG, the Fantastic 5 Resimulates? Let me know how many episodes you think it's going to take. I think it's going to be like 6 episodes, but for right now, my pick is 100% the Big Buff family. I think that they're going to be your Agents of Chaos. They haven't actually gotten a real win. They've gotten a fan vote before, but they have not gotten a win. And I got Nekomaru for the win. Second place, I'm going to give it to Mukuro because, let's be honest, that girl deserves some love. We need to give Mukuro some love because she's not in. That's right, yeah. She did not get herself in. She made it pretty far one day during preseason, but she has not gotten in. So I got her for second place. But that's all I need to know. Who would I want to see? Yeah, I still want to see the Big Buff family as your Agents of Chaos. I think that they'd be pretty good. Although, I was thinking about this, and I think I also kind of like Literary Arts as your Agents of Chaos. I don't know why, I just really like Literary Arts. I think that that's just a good team. Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta roll this die. We got 82 people today, so we got a big game. A big game. So let's roll this die. Let's get things going. One toss. One big toss. Are you guys ready for it? One big toss. And ladies and gentlemen, it is 6. Jeez Louise. 6 times we're resimulating. Not 1 time. Not 2 times. Not 3 times. Not 4 times. Not 5 times. But 6 times for the spiciest of RNG. Thanks to the die. What will 6 give us today? I wonder what timelines 1 through 5 had, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Will 6 be glorious, or will 6 be true despair? Let's go ahead, let's proceed, and let's see what happens, because at the start of it all, the bloodbath, as the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Can we please, all together, because this is the last time some of these teams will ever be meeting up. Sound the horns! Ooh. Oh, my water is not here. That's gonna suck. During the first Clarity Lune, I might have to run and get some water. Monotaro rips a mace out of Azuru's hands. Taichi and Junko argue over supplies. Pennyworth takes the advantage and kills them both. Junko, you're having a rough time, aren't you? You're not doing great. Pecco sets off an explosive, killing Taka. Taka, you're having a rough time. You're not doing great. Monica takes a machete from inside of the cornucopia. Masaru begs for one of Kazuichi's weapons that he picked up. He feels bad and reluctantly gives it to Masaru. What a good big bro Kazuichi, who knew? Komaru finds a huge rocket launcher. Sayaka breaks Hina's nose for a basket of bread. Nani Achiaki and Mukuro immediately become friends. Who would have thunk? Cory in the house runs away from the cornucopia. Monokuma finds a torn photo of Nagito within his pocket with the word enemy scribbled on the back. Ooh, who would have thought? Maki rips a mace out of Chisa's hands. There's a lot of mace ripping going on so far. The Nanokumas grab as many weapons as humanly possible. Kaede runs away from the cornucopia. Sakura grabs a sword. Ooh, the buff knight now has a sword. You guys better watch out. Kokichi can't remember who they are. Genocide Jack tries to help him remember. Celeste finds a portal gun. You're lucky she didn't use it. Not yet. Monokid runs away from the cornucopia. Jin and Monodam make a secret pact to work together. Hifumi cries in despair, accomplishing nothing. Mishima finds pancakes inside of the cornucopia. He's definitely gonna win. That man's he found pancakes before day one. He can't be stopped. It's the power of pancakes. The power of pancakes, people. P.O.P. Kurikuma hops on a bike and pedals to victory now, refuses to fall to despair. Nagisa and Yasuke fight each other but end up accidentally killing one another. Rest in peace to the both of you. Rantaro runs away from the cornucopia. Izuyoi strangles Monosuke after engaging in a fist fight. Monofini rides into the cornucopia on Mekamaru's back. The robots have worked together now. They are unstoppable. Chihiro grabs a map of the arena. Kizakura proposes to Hajime. He accepts, and they run away from the cornucopia together. Ruruka takes a boomerang. Leon runs away from the cornucopia. Wow, this is actually pretty interesting. A battle of hopes. Munakata and Makoto engage in a brutal bare-knuckled brawl. It's one of the most vicious fights of their lives, with each bone-shattering punch threatening to kill. After hours of exchanging blows, it finally ends when Makoto snaps Munakata's neck. One hope stood tall, and it was the ultimate hope, Makoto's. Sarah asked Togami and Maya not to be lewd in her presence. I don't really expect either of you to be too lewd. Togami would call you out for being lewd. I guess I don't know much about Maya, so we'll just keep going. Yuta can't remember who they are. Toko tries to help him remember. Both sides of Toko's are really being pleasant, trying to help people regain their memories. Akane convinces Fat Togami, Hiro, Tinko, Mew, and Tengen to boycott the killing game. Juzo breaks Samugi's nose for a basket of bread. Kyoko, Cannon, and Gonta assist each other in getting the best of weapons. So finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Mondo also finds a portal gun. Mahiru begins to bully Katomi relentlessly. Kibo and Mitrai try to find a way to escape. The greatest of all, Gozu and Fuyuhiko threaten a double suicide. It fails, but only Fuyuhiko dies, which means the greatest of Gozus still remains. Haiji wishes Hiroko good luck and smiles as they walk off. Karumi cuts Shuichi with a knife in self-defense before running off. Kotoko grabs a backpack full of camping equipment. Keiji runs away from the cornucopia. Murasame tries to explain to Monokuma that there's been a mistake and he's not supposed to be here. Teruteru and Himiko threaten a double suicide, but only Teruteru dies. This time Himiko remains for cod tricks, and Nakamaru shoots an arrow directly into Shirakuma's head. That, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep on going. We still have plenty of people to get through. We had 82 total. I don't even know how many we lost in the bloodbath, but we're probably going to lose even more on day one. We're definitely going to lose even more on day one, because as Karumi sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. I will tell you what that smoke was. The burning corpse of Masaru. As So sets Masaru on fire with a flamethrower. Chisa glares at Togami and says, "Do you want to die?" Togami's like, no, I actually don't. And he runs off. While Kotoko is tending to Toko's wounds, Kotoko rubs salt in those wounds. How could you, Kotoko? Mitarai, Leon, and Mew try to get Avi to join their game of Scriblio. He doesn't join. Keiji and Tengen run into each other. They are both startled and flee from one another. Komaru asks Shuichi, "How are you not dead?" And Shuichi's like, "I have no idea." Kibo and Maki run into each other. They are both startled and flee from each other. Hajime receives pancakes from an unknown sponsor. Delicious! Mwah, nutritious! Well, I mean, depending. You can put some healthy things in your pancakes. Top it with some healthy things too. Nanokumas receive medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Hiroko sees smoke rise in the distance but decides not to investigate. Ruruka tracks down and kills Akane. Rest in peace. And Kokichi accidentally runs into a tree. That man's is nuts. He still probably can't remember who he is. Monokuma searches for firewood. Himiko, Nagito, Monotaro, and Murasame raid the champ's camp while he's hunting. They know they're trying to steal his title, but he carries it with him at all times because he's pimping out. Samugi is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Mahiru says to Fat Togami, "You matter. Don't worry." Monica goes hunting. Monodam questions his sanity. He doesn't answer his sanity. Kaede sleeps the entire day away from everyone else. The Great Gozu defeats Kanan in a fight but spares her life. Pennyworth and Kotomi go fishing together. You gotta catch all the fish. Kizukura chases Makoto around with a mace. Yuta, Hifumi, and Izuyoi, our boy, make homemade weapons. Mondo picks flowers. Chihiro receives medical allergy medications from an unknown sponsor. Cory in the house bashes Nao's head in with a mace. Oh, now, no, please, no. Monica discovers a cave. Tenko gives Haiji flowers. Hina manages to insult and compliment Sayaka at the same time. I can't imagine a single compliment for freaking Sayaka. That's not entirely true. Rantaro talks to a tree. Hiro sees him from afar and laughs. He probably is also talking to trees, let's be honest, Hiro. Kurokuma shoots an arrow into Monophanie's head. The bears, apparently their greatest weaknesses are arrows. Peko picks flowers and gives them to Nanai Chiaki. How sweet. Oh, that is really sweet of Peko. Mukuro receives hot cocoa from an unknown sponsor. You deserve all the marshmallows, Mukuro. Give her those marshmallows. Sakura tries to find every Monokuma on the school grounds. Kyoko manages to insult and compliment Maya at the same time. Your eyes are fantastic, but are they real? Are you a robot? I don't know. Celeste violently shakes a tree to knock loose some fruit. Juzo, Jin, and Nekomaru come up with a complicated escape plan. Mishima hunts for other tributes, but he's gonna win, because he already got pancakes. It's all good. Azuru scares Gonta off, and Sarah, Mekamaru, and Genocide Jack hunt for other tributes as we go to a Claire de Lune. We lost 14. 14 people are gone. Can we get a Claire de Lune for them? Taichi, Junko, Taka, Nagisa, Yasuke, Monosuke, Munakata, Fuyuhiko, Teruteru, Shirakuma, Masaru, Akane, now, Monophanie. Let's see everybody's statuses. We lost 14 people. We have plenty of people left. What, 60 something? Control F. Alive. Yes, 68 people remain, because we started at 82, that's right. Are you guys ready? We gotta keep going. We got plenty of people to get through. We're not gonna wait here for too much longer. Once we get to like 48 people, we'll check out everybody's statuses in terms of teams. Are any teams completely out? No, but the Babysitters Club is not looking good right now. They are looking the worst out of everyone, but we'll go ahead. We'll proceed. Let's see what else awaits beyond the horizon. Like at the start of night 1, Kazuichi letting Nanai Chiaki into his shelter. Toko chases Kurumi, Mew, and Izuyoi trying to enforce a curfew. Sarah uses Pots of Greed and receives clean water and fresh food. Juzo warns Jin to keep an eye out for Peko. Hina falls asleep leaning on Sayaka's shoulders. Sayaka flushes up. I'm surprised you didn't murder her in cold blood, you monster. Monodam confesses his love for Kaede. Kaede lovingly embraces him, accepting the confession. He is the best Monaco. The Great Gozu, the greatest of all Gozus. Chisa, Mishima, and Togami tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. The Nanokumas and Mitsurai talk about the tribute still alive. Fat Togami and Ruka exercise underneath the stars. Mahiru climbs a tree to rest. Kokichi also uses Pot of Greed and receives clean water and fresh food. Celeste confesses her feelings for Kyoko. Kyoko also lovingly embraces her accepting the confession, not confessing the exception. Leon tries to treat his infection. Azuru falls down the garbage chute and lands on Tengen, crushing him to death. Rest in peace to Tengen. So tries to treat that infection. Himiko tends to her wounds. Kotomi questions her sanity. Mukuro accidentally steps on a landmine. Come on, my girl. Hajime sings Monica a lullaby and goodnight. Genocide Jack thinks about home. Shuichi pours hot sauce on his pancakes. Shuichi, I'm about to blue skidoo and give you these hands. Murasame looks at him in disgust. I do too. With the help of an ancient scepter, Hiroko turns Monokuma into a sheep before tossing him to a pack of wolves. Jeez Louise, the ancient scepter's in this game too now. Monica ties Kanon to a tree, leaving her there for the night. Kizukura has a dream in which Rantaro is plotting to kill him. He's not a killer. Makoto and Nekomaru promise to keep each other safe through the night. Hajime vibe checks Komaru. He notices Komaru's vibes were off and consoles her. I don't know if I really true. No, he said that, and I quote, too old for his liking. Disgusting, Haiji. Gonta starts a fire. Keiji puts ketchup on their cake. Chihiro looks on with disgust. Kotoko starts a fire. Hifumi has a dream in which Yuta's plotting to kill him. It's a lot of dreams going on. This is because of Somnium last week. Pennyworth is gentle with Sakura, Samugi, Nagito, Mondo, and Kurokuma tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Monotaro and Kibo exercise underneath the stars. Yasuhiro and Cory in the house hold hands. Mekamaru sets up camp for the night. Maki finds a stereo, presses play. It plays some sick beats, and Tenko destroys Maya's supplies while she's asleep. That wasn't too bloody, but will day 2 be bloodier? We'll have to see, because Monica gives Kotoko and Chisa an irresistible smile. Kotoko and Chisa argue over who loves Monica more. Who could it be? Sakura travels to higher ground. Keiji tracks down and kills Togami. Jeez Louise. Rest in peace to the rich boy. Kokichi attacks Nekomaru, but he manages to escape. Pennyworth, Kibo, and Hajime come up with a complicated escape plan. It could probably work. You three are all pretty spectacular, if I'm being completely honest. Kyoko makes a slingshot. Hifumi falls into a pit but somehow lives. Hina, Monotaro, Komaru, and Toko talk about their hobbies. Katomi tends to Kizakura's wounds, so attacks Peko, but she manages to escape. Monokid, Kurokuma, Yasuhiro hunt for other tributes. Sayaka, Makoto, Maki, and Cory in the house hunt for other tributes as well. Kazuichi gets into a heated argument. Not even that. A heated courtroom battle with Izuyoi. Kazuichi yells, "Objection!" knocking Izuyoi off his feet and into a pool of lava. Our boy Izuyoi out to the objection. Mondo searches for a water source. Shuichi receives allergy medications from an unknown sponsor. Mekamaru overhears Gonta and Haiji talking in the distance. Mew receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Mitarai fishes. Chihiro sees a shotgun from an unknown sponsor, but Murasame rushes in and steals it. How could you, boy? Samugi falls down the garbage chute, and she's caught by cannon. Sarah strangles Leon after engaging in a fistfight. Rest in peace to Leon. Mishima scares off Juzo. Celeste gives Azuru a rose. He deserves it. He's forsaken. Monodam, Mahiru, and Rantaro discuss the killing life so far. Ruruka, Maya, Jin, and Fat Togami hunt for other tributes. The Great Gozu discovers a cave. Nanokuma's ambush Nane Achiaki, and they kill her. Nagito catches the despair disease. He becomes unbearably angry. Kaede gives Yuta and Hiroko an irresistible smile, and they argue over who loves the Asylum Akamatsu more. Genocide Jack fishes. Kurumi vows to never give Himiko up, let her down, run around, or desert her. While Tinka was apparently, picking flowers to pay respects to a fallen friend, probably her tag team partner, Akane, but she could still win for them or at least get into the top 6 because your top 6 teams will go to the tag team finales, ladies and gentlemen. We lost another 7. 7 gone, 61 remain still? Jeez Louise. Can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Tengen. Mukuro. Monokuma. Togami. Izuyoi. Leon. Non-AI Chiaki. Alright, we'll see everybody's statuses. Once again, I don't think any team is completely out. Not yet. Slow roll for you guys. No team's completely out. Yeah, no team's completely out. Some teams are short a character or 2 characters. I'm looking at you, Babysitter's Club. But we are still fine. We are still A-okay to keep going. Are you guys ready? Let's go ahead and proceed, because we still got 61 people to get through. 61, and at the start of night 2, it looks like a lot of them are going to be gone, because Cory in the house finds a portal gun, shooting a portal at the moon and the other at the ground, sucking Hajime, Hiroko, and Mahiru inside, sending them to the moon. Kizakura is approached by Mew, the football player, Chihiro, the weightlifter, Katomi, the scientist, Sakura, cosplaying as a dragon, Kazuichi, the idiot, for his love. Kizakura chooses everyone but the ultimate pimp, including Kurumi, who wasn't even involved. Kazuichi kills himself afterwards, and the others team up in the arena. Oh, poor Kazuichi, my mans. It's okay. You're the ultimate pimp. He was like, but you should have chosen out of all these people, and even one of them's a part of my extended entourage. Oh, poor Kazuichi. Haruka finds a magical staff brimming with arcane energy. Using a spell of her own making, she kills Fat Togami. Hifumi slices Hina in half before fixing her with flex tape. He is successful, and Hina survives, not Shina. She is a Hina. Murasame fins Peko, Hiro, and Celeste away from his fire as Starving Jin trades nearly half of his supplies for So's loaf of bread. Maya cooks her food before putting out that fire. Chisa and Genocide Jack try and pull apart a kissing Juzo and Mondo. They succeed, thank goodness, I guess. Well, I mean, they'll be fine. It's just not Taka. Toko screams for help. Yuta and Shuichi, call Shuichi over to their secret cave. It turns out it was a murder den and he kills Shuichi. Scandalous. Komaru puts ketchup on her cake. Mitarai eats it with her. Y'all are some nasties. The Great Gozu, Kibo, Kurokuma, Kotoko, and Mekamaru sleep in shifts. Monodam is awoken by nightmares. Maki sees a fire and decides to use shaving cream to put it out. She watches as the shaving cream explodes and fuels the fire. Panicking and screaming, "Why is shaving cream so flammable?" before dying to the flames. Alright. Okay, Maki. That was not your best move. Your team's completely out now. Kokichi tramples Monokid's garden. He'll remember that. Samugi shoots an arrow at Monika but misses and kills Himiko instead. Rest in peace to Himiko as Tinko, Sayaka, Gonta, and the Nanokuma sleep in shifts while Haiji and Nekomaru are hunting in the fire. Pennyworth sets it ablaze, but only Haiji escapes unharmed. Rest in peace to Nekomaru. Rantaro and Sarah put their differences aside to work together. Monotaro screams for help. Nagito sets up a talent show, but Cannon rigs it so that the light trust falls on Nagito in the middle of his performance. Makoto gets caught in Kyoko's trap. Kyoko makes quick work of Makoto and kills him. That must be revenge from earlier in season 4. Keiji falls into a pit and dies. Rest in peace to Keiji. Mishima passes out from exhaustion, and Kaede confesses her love for Azuru. Azuru gives her a look of disapproval. He's not one for love, but he is one for proceeding to day 3. And at the start of it all, Mekamaru receives allergy medications from an unknown sponsor. Chihiro and Rantaro are made into grotesque human dioramas by Hiro. Oh, Hiro, why? Azuru and Pennyworth work together for the day. Yuta rests in her fruit tree. Cory in the house receives hot cocoa from an unknown sponsor. Monokid, Tenko, and Kokichi get into a fight. Kokichi, the ultimate opportunist, triumphantly kills the both of them. The Nanokumas investigate the school grounds looking for clues. Blues clues. Mew poisons Chisa's drink but mistakes it for her own and dies. Mitarai starts to go insane. So catches the despair disease and murders Kotoko. What a rat. Genocide Jack constructs a shack. Toko confides in Haiji. Maya vows never to give Monika up, let her down, run around, or desert her. Karumi overhears Sayaka and Gonta talking in the distance while you're talking to her. Gonta, what is she doing? She's probably leading you astray. She's trying to fool you, my boy. Murasame does a super sick backflip. Sakura watches in absolute astonishment, and this woman's is a physical specimen. If she's impressed with your super sick backflip, that is the sickest of all backflips. Monotaro violently shakes a tree to knock loose some fruit. Sarah convinces the Great Gozu to climb into a hydraulic press and crushes him to death. I guess Sarah is very convincing. Kurokuma chases Kyoko around with a mace. Speaking of Kyoko, her father receives a scythe from an unknown sponsor. Samugi is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Komaru convinces Juzo not to kill her, only to kill him instead. Rest in peace to Juzo as Katomi starts to go insane in an effort to survive. Kaede strangles Cannon with toilet paper. Fortunately, it is 2-ply and is enough to kill Cannon. Mondo tells Kizakura that he is rooting for him to win. Celeste sprains her ankle while running away from Hifumi. Hina pets some rats that she has befriended. Mishima receives a hatch from an unknown sponsor. Ruruka gives a rose to Peko. Peko pricks herself on a thorn and bleeds to death. Oh, she must have been hemophiliac. I think that's the non-blood clotting disease. Monodam blows a dandelion puff, and Kibo receives hot cocoa from an unknown sponsor. We are at Your Fallen Tributes 22. 22, that's more like it. That's getting through this game. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a massive Claire de Lune 4? Hajime, Hiroko, Mahiru, Kazuichi, Fat Togami, Shuichi, Maki, Himiko, Nekomaru, Nagito, Makoto, Keiji, Chihiro, Rantaro, Monokid, Tenko, Mew, Kotoko, The Great Gozu, Juzo, Cannon, Peko. Now if we see everybody's statuses. How many people are left? Alive. 39. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a peek at everybody who's left. We have Mondo from the Pimped Out Rise, the only person left. Magical Girl still have Monica. The Big Buff family still have Sakura and Gonta. The Steel-Minded Girls are still completely in, and they all have kills to their names. Hashtag Grace is the only team that's left on this row, and Hina is the one who is surviving for them. Awful Intent still have Haiji, Way of the Swords completely out. Blue Hair Betrayal still completely in. Single Parenting has Jin, Giri. Ultra Despair Hagakure has Hagakure. The Rats have Kokichi, and so the Sparring Sisters are Gonzo. The Babysitters Club is also Gonzo. Perfect Professors are all still in and going strong. Card Trick still has the Card Master, Celeste. Mechanical Good Boys still have everyone still in. Good on them. The Togami Corporation lost Togami himself. The Karumi and Pennyworth try and carry the torch. Hope and Despair and Straighten Up are both gone, but Hifumi remains for the Thick Boys. The Split Squad are all completely in. Corey in the house with 4 kills as well. Fight Club is out. Kyoko remains exclusively for expert deductions. Neo World Assistants only have Maya. The Confectioner's couple still has Ruruka carrying on for our boy Izuyoi, and the Ultra Despair boys have Yuta. Mon Gamers have Mitarai. Literary Arts still have Toko. The Student Council still completely in. The Care Bear still have Monotaro. Unseen Issues still have the Nanokumas. The Despair Bears still have Monodam, and Kurakuma remains for the Miscreants. That is the rundown. That's your final 39. Are you guys ready to keep on going? I am, so let us proceed. Whew. And at the start of night 3, not day 4, that's not how we do this. Pennyworth uses Pot of Greed and receives clean water and fresh food. That's good for him, member of the squad. I see those glasses, that's my boy. Kokichi tells Sarah that he loves her. Sarah laughs hysterically. It's like, and you're on a team with Cell? Thanks. Mechamaru kills Kurakuma for his supplies. That's the end of the Miscreants. Kyoko sets up camp for the night. Celeste slices Haiji in half and tries to fix him with flex tape. She is successful and Haiji survives. Toko hunts Jin for revenge. So, and Nanakuma's exercise underneath the stars. So Monica refuses to leave an injured Monotaro's side. Hifumi catches a despair disease and begins doing push-ups furiously. He's getting beefed up. He will not be, well, he'll still be thick if he loses some weight. But you know what? He'll be thick in a different thick. There's multiple variations of thick, but every thick's an okay thick. Mondo passes out from exhaustion. Mitarai is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Corey in the house wakes up and notices Hiro resting alongside him. Kizakura, Ruruka, and Monodam hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. I'm not coming to that. Look, one of you's a robot, one of you's a backstabber, and one of you has a, well, I can't say much about Kizakura. He's kind of a whole good. Maybe I do have a problem. Nah. Azuru cooks his food before putting out his fire. Did you cook pancakes, my boy? Maya chases Samugi, Genocide Jack, and Sayaka trying to enforce a curfew. Gonta enters a pancake eating competition against Sakura, some Big Buff family nutrition. Sakura eats the most pancakes though, and she is the pancake champ. How quaint. Kaede ambushes Morisame and kills him. Rest in peace. Kibo and Hina vow to protect each other. Yuta dances in the moonlight. Chisa and Katomi promise to keep each other safe through the night. Kamaru also catches the despair disease, and she's also doing push-ups, and so is Mishima. It's the push-up gang. Push-up gang. I'm proud of Kamaru, Mishima, and Hifumi. Who's doing the most push-ups? I kind of believe Mishima would. Karumi questions her sanity. We'll proceed on to day 4. Yes, because Gonta makes a slingshot. Jin receives a bottle of poison from an unknown sponsor. Hifumi vows to never give Kizakura up, never to let him down, never to run around, and never desert him. Celeste says to Yuta, you don't matter. Worry. Mechamaru puts all of his faith into Atua. Kibo catches the despair disease and he starts eating everything in sight. You must have installed some sort of eating mechanism in him and now it is malfunctioning. Mondo, Sakura, Hina, Mitarai, and Samugi all look for other people to kill. Haiji gives the Nanokumas flowers. Monotaro sees smoke rise in the distance but decides not to investigate. Kokichi tends to Monodam's wounds. Kyoko dies from an infection. Rest in peace. That is the end of the expert deductions. Yasuhiro rests under a fruit tree and provides good shade and he felt quite at ease, so makes a slingshot. Monica says to Katomi, you also don't matter. Worry. Corey in the house receives a knife from an unknown sponsor. Chisa convinces Maya to climb into a hydraulic press and crushes her to death. Why are you? Everyone, this is a mistake, all of you. Ruruka puts all of her faith into Atua. Mishima falls down the garbage chute and is caught by Sayaka. Oh, don't do that. No, that's a mistake. How could you? Sayaka's plotting something. I know. And for some reason it involves the perfect professors. But she's not gonna get this win. You know what? Yeah. Quote me on it. We'll keep going. Famous last words. Pennyworth glares at Sarah and says, "Do you want to die?" Sarah runs away. Komaru and Genocide Jack hunt for other tributes. It's the Ultra Despair Girls. Toko catches the despair disease and she beats Kurumi to death with a tree branch while crying and laughing hysterically. I thought Genocide Jack was up here, but apparently she's down here too. And then Kaede makes a deal with Azuru, so we lost 5. 5 cannon shots. Can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Kurakuma. Murasame. Kyoko. Maya. Kurumi. Alright, let's take a quick peek at everybody's statuses. And to do that, all we gotta do is do a quick alive. 34. We're getting close. We're getting closer and closer by the day. Who do we have? Mondo from the Pimp Down Rides. Monica from the Magical Girls. The Big Buff family still has 2 participants. The Steel-Minded Girls. All in. Jeez. Hina for that row. Haiji for that row. This entire row except for Hiroko and Kanon. The Rats excluding Nagito. All of the Perfect Professors. Celeste. All the Mechanical Good Boys. Pennyworth from the Togami Corporation. Hifumi from the Thick Boys. Split Squad, the entirety of them. Corey with 4 kills. Someone else had a good chunk of kills. I think it was Pennyworth, yeah. That row's completely gone. Half of the Confectioner's Couple, half of Ultra Despair Boys, and half of the Hmong Gamers, half of Literary Arts, half of the Student Council, half of the Care Bears, half of the Unseen Issues, a third of the Despair Bears, and the Miscreants are all gone. 34 remain. But many more to go, so we just gotta keep on going. We have to do what the word at the bottom of the screen says. It says, "Proceed, let us go onward and upward." To night 4. Pennyworth sees a fire but stays hidden. Mitarai tells Yuta to be honest with his feelings for Gonta. We just all love Gonta, that's the honest truth. Azuru thinks about home. Kizakura lets So into his shelter. That might be a mistake. Monodam questions his sanity. Sayaka kills Kaede with a hatchet. Your own sister in music, and you go ahead and do that? Backstabber indeed. I knew it. Hina and Kibo try and pull apart a kissing Katomi and Hiro away from each other. They fail. Apparently, the love is too strong between Katomi and Hiro. Monotaro tends to his wounds while Celeste and Chisa are hunting in the forest. Mekamaru sets it on fire. Only Celeste escapes unharmed. Rest in peace to Chisa. Kokichi kisses Genocide Jack. Oh my gosh. Kokichi kisses Genocide Jack passionately, but then leans to her ear, whispering, "Omae wa mou shinderu." Genocide Jack tries to respond, but is already dead from the poison coating Kokichi's lips. Okay. Haiji goes to the Love Hotel with Sarah. Not okay. Mondo cuddles up against Toko. Ruka stays up all night to try and catch the mastermind, but falls asleep. Sakura finds Corey in the house so adorable that she can't stop gushing over him. I agree with that. Korekio? No. Corey in the house? Gush. Monica and Komaru play rock, paper, scissors. Monica lost and now has a sad feeling in her chest. She is a big fan of Despair. Jen stays awake all night. Samugi sneaks up on a sleeping Hifumi and sets his camp on fire, killing Hifumi. Jeez Louise. The Nanokumas find Mishima so adorable that they can't stop gushing over him, and we will now proceed to Day 5. Day 5. Toko. The person who loves Togami tries to find every Monokuma on the school grounds. Sakura, Gonta, and Pennyworth start fighting, but Gonta runs away as Sakura kills Pennyworth. Jeez Louise, that's the end of the Togami Corporation, but also might be some tag team work by Sakura and Gonta. It was a ploy to lead Pennyworth in. Mekamaru strangles Celeste after engaging in a knife fight, and there goes card tricks, unfortunately. Hina sets off an explosive, killing So, and now it is only Kokichi for the rats, and Kokichi is getting chased by Kizakura. Haiji attempts to strangle Mishima, but awkwardly ends up massaging his shoulders instead. Sayaka. Freaking Sayaka discovers a river. Izuru repeatedly shoots Monotaro with a crossbow. I can imagine that, if I'm being completely honest. Just Izuru, just 1, 2, 3. He's already down for the count. He's just like 4, 5, 6, 7. Then he gets bored eventually. Ruruka receives hot cocoa from an unknown sponsor. Mitarai bashes sharpshooting steel-minded big sister Sarah's head in with a mace. Unfortunately, Mondo questions how Monica and Monodam are still friends. It's because it's a Monokuma. It's a cub. She was like, and they're both green. It just makes sense. It makes sense to me. Jin, Kirigiri, receives an anvil from an unknown sponsor. It crushes him. Rest in peace to Jin. Yuta confides in Cory in the house. Cory in the house takes notes so he can exploit him later. Kiba, Hero. They both play tricks on Kotomi while Komaru steals from her room, and Tsumugi begs for the Nanokumas to kill her. They refuse, keeping Tsumugi alive. And now, 10. The perfect 10 fallen tributes. We lost 10 more, which means we're at a standard-sized game, aren't we? We're at 34 before? Yeah, we're at 24. So, ladies and gentlemen, Eclair de Lune 4. Kaede. Chisa. Genocide Jack. Hifumi. Pennyworth. Celeste. So. Monotaro. Sarah. Jin. And now, we can see it's our final 24. And they are Mondo, still from the Pimped Out Rides. The magical girls still have Monica, Sakura, and Gonta, both from the Big Buff family. Only Komaru now left alive for these steel-minded girls. Hashtag Grey still has Hina. Awful Intent still has Haiji. Blue-haired Betrayal still completely in, and I don't like that, not a big fan. Ultra Despair, Hagakure, I kind of want them if I'm being completely honest. Mainly for Canon. Canon's great. The Rats still have the Rat, Kokichi. The Perfect Professor still have Kizakura and Mishima. The Mechanical Good Boys completely in. They were the first ever winners of a tag team game. It would almost be fitting for them to be the first ever Agents of Chaos. Tag team Agents of Chaos. Split Squad. Cory in the house and Izuru. Still doing work with kills, the two of them. Let's see. Confectioner's couple with Ruruka with 2. Ultra Despair Boys with Yuta with 1. Mong Gamers, Mitarai with 1. Literary Arts Toko with 1. Student Council, Kotomi with none. Unseen Issues, the Nanokumas. And lastly, Monodam of the Despair Bears. That's it. The final 24. Whom will proceed to be the first ever Tag Team Agents of Chaos? Let's find out, shall we? Yes, we shall. Let's do it. At the start of Night 5, Monodam holds a secret meeting with Ruruka, Kotomi, Mitarai, and Mondo. Monica channels the power of Sans Undertale to obliterate Haiji. He might have deserved it. Sayaka and Komaru work together to drown Sakura. You know what? Komaru is a Sayaker? Is that what it is? Ugh. Hold on, I need to cleanse my palate after saying that one. Despicable. Izuru is tied down to a tree and forced to listen to Kizakura's monologue about him. Izuru dies of boredom. Oh, if that ain't canon. Hero severely injures Gonta but puts him out of his misery. That's the end of the Big Buff family. Jeez Louise. Cory in the house catches the despair disease and begins doing push-ups furiously. Hina dies trying to escape the arena. Toko triggered a game-breaking glitch. We're losing a lot of people today, jeez. Teleporting her out of the arena, therefore disqualifying her the Nanokumas. And Tsumugi fight ambitiously at the top of a tower. Kokichi suddenly walks up to the base of the tower using dynamite to blow it up. Unexpectedly, the tower falls backwards towards Kokichi, not only smashing him, but sending the Nanokumas and Tsumugi tumbling to their demise. Okay, Yuta cries himself to sleep. Mishima and Mechamaru exercise underneath the stars, and Kibo finds a stereo and presses play. It plays. Oh, some sick beats. Some absolutely sick beats, and it is time for Day's Feast. Feast. Day Feast. Quite. Someone joked about making a counter on how many times that happens to me. Sideways 8. Every time. I should just wait until it comes up and then just say what's there. But no, you gotta predict it, and then it just doesn't happen, and then you just look like a fool because the cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Kibo decides not to go to the feast. Hiro severely slices Mitarai with a sword. Mondo kills Yuta as he tries to run. Komaru, Katomi, Monica, and Sayaka form a suicide pact, killing themselves. I bet you they were all Sayakers. I blame Sayaka for all 3 of you going down. I do. 100%. It was all her fault. Kizakura decides not to go to the feast. Cory in the house decides not to go to the feast. Monodam decides not to go to the feast. Ruruka, Mechamaru, and Mishima start fighting, but Mechamaru runs away as Ruruka kills Mishima, ending off the Perfect Professors almost, but Kizakura stands tall for them, so he can get them still in. So we'll proceed on now to Day 6? Yes, now to Day 6. Are we at your... We lost that many? Really? Kibo attempts to massage Monodam's shoulders but accidentally ends up strangling him, so that's another one down. Hiro discovers a cave. Cory in the house glares at Mechamaru and says, "Do you want to die?" Mechamaru says no, not today particularly, thanks for asking. Very pleasant of him. Mondo, not Monodam, thinks about home. Kizakura falls into a pit but somehow lives, and Ruruka catches all the fish. 17 lost in a day. Can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Haiji, Sakura, Azuru, Gonta, Hina, Toko, the Nanokumas, Samugi, Kokichi, Mitarai, Yuta, Komaru, Katomi, Monica, Sayaka, Mishima, Monodam. Which means now it is time for, because we lost 17, and I'll just double check my quick math, we'll have 7 left. It's time for your Saving Grace picks. 7 people left. 1 team completely in. When we lose 1 more person, we'll have our top 6. No, we have our top 6 teams, don't we? Because they're completely in, the Mechanical Good Boys. So, the Pimped Out Rides, Ultra Despair Hagakure, Mechanical Good Boys, the Split Squad, the Confectioner's Couple. Is that 5? 1, 2. Did I miss somebody? 3 Perfect Professors. Can I not count? 1, 2 Perfect Professors, 4, 5, 6. I must have just not said 1. Confectioner's Couple, the Split Squad, Mechanical Good Boys, Perfect Professors, Ultra Despair Hagakure, and the Pimped Out Rides. That's 6. That's set. Those will be the final 6 teams for the tag team opening ceremonies. Huh. But let's it's Saving Grace picks time. Mondo, Hiro, Kizakura, Kibo, Mechamaru, Cory in the house, and Ruruka are the final 7. So you know what you gotta do. Like, subscribe, and comment. Who do you think? It is saving grace pick time. It's a 1 in 7 shot for you to be correct. So who do you got? Of the final 7, who are you rooting for? Good on the Mechanical Good Boys for still being a complete team. Good on you guys. I'll make mine. You guys make yours by commenting, editing your comment, replying to your comment, commenting to my comment, whatever you gotta do to make it known, make it known. Pimped Out Rides have had such a good season and a good start to the preseason. It would be almost fitting for them to have a good into the season 5 preseason. So I might pick Mondo. You know what? This is for who would be the Agents of Chaos, wouldn't it? Who would I like to see the most? It would almost be fitting for the Mechanical Good Boys. But I think I do want the Split Squad. It almost fits their characters the most. Confectioner's Couple could be like a Team Rocket. Prepare for trouble, make it double team. Ultra Super Hagakure could be interesting. Pimped Out Rides would also be fun as the Agents of Chaos, but I gotta go Corey. Corey's in this house. He's got 4 kills. He's got 4 KOs. I gotta go for Corey. That's who I'm picking. That's my saving grace pick. Which have been good for the start of preseason. Not so much now. Not so much anymore. Well. And that's it. It's Mondo, Hiro, Kizakura, Kibo, Mechamaru, Corey in the house, Uruka, all with the heart of a samurai woman. Oh yes. Oh yes. You guys have made them. I've made them. Let's make it happen. Let's see. Who takes this home? Who will be the first ever, tag team Agents of Chaos as we go on to night 6. Mondo goes to sleep. Oh gosh, darn it. Keep going. Kibo warns Kizakura to keep an eye out for Hiro. Uruka and Mechamaru are about to protect each other, and my saving grace pick, Corey in the house, can climb ladders, can climb houses, but cannot climb trees unless there is a house in the tree that was not one in here because he attempts to climb it, but falls to his death. Corey, why? Corey, why? We'll go on. It's your final 6 now. We'll proceed to see what happens at the start of day 7. We're down to your final 5 as Mechamaru, Mondo, Kibo, and Kizakura talk about their hobbies, but Uruka bashes Hiro's head against a rock several times. You would think that his hair, all that hair would soften the blow, but apparently not. Apparently not. Is it Claire de Lune? Is it? It is. We lost 2 more. 2 folks. Can we get a Claire de Lune 4? Corey in the house. Yasuhiro. Which means your final 5. Armando. Kizakura. The entirety still of the Mechanical Good Boys, Kibo and Mechamaru. And Ruruka with 4 KOs. Caught in a crisis of fate. Now, odds are Mechanical Good Boys pull this one off. But we know how these games go, and it could go anybody's way. So let's go on. Let's proceed. It's a crisis of fate. Who knows what'll happen as we go on to the next round. Oh man, we hit both of the Sans references. Mondo asked Kibo if he wants to have a bad time. Kibo got sick of all the Sans references and beats him to death. Mondo, oh no, Mondo. So it's down to 4. Half of the 4 are the Mechanical Good Boys. Kizakura and Ruruka tell themselves stories about each other, and Mechamaru cries himself to sleep. It's probably tears of soda. We'll proceed to day 8. Mechamaru overhears Kizakura and Ruruka talking in the distance, and Kibo thinks about home, and now we have a Claire de Lune for 1. One boy. Is already in the singles this time, so he didn't really need... Oh, this is also true. First and second get into the singles one. Oh, I keep forgetting that. Huh. We'll have to see who that will be. I would... I didn't... I keep forgetting about that. Claire de Lune 4. Mondo. So once again, it is... we gotta scroll all the way down now because they're all down here. Kizakura, Kibo, Mechamaru, and Ruruka. Half of them on Mechanical Good Boys. 1 part Perfect Professors and 1 part Confectioner's Couple. And if you stir it all together with a hint of sugar, spice, everything nice, don't forget just a smidge, a splash, a entire vial of Chemical X, and you have the perfect recipe for a Crises of Fate. As we go on and proceed to see what transpires next, Mechamaru shouts, "Vibe check!" and bludgeons Kizakura to death. It is 2 out of 3 odds that Mechanical Good Boys pull this off, but Ruruka has gone strong with 4 kills. But Ruruka ties Kibo to a tree, leaving him there for the night. We'll proceed on to day 9. Wow. What? Mechamaru shoves Ruruka in a shopping cart and promptly rolls her off of a cliff. That's the end of Ruruka. And Kibo catches the despair disease and starts posing. Dramatically. Which is so fitting right now, because he should be. Because... Proceed. Yeah, Claire de Lune. Hit it up. 4. Kizakura. Ruruka. They did it. So without a doubt, your new Agents of Chaos, the Mechanical Good Boys, good on them. Getting a total of 7 kills together, good on them. That is nuts. Did they also do the best in terms of who got the 5? Mechamaru showing off and showing up. That man's good on him. 2-2. I don't think any other team got... No other team beat them either in kills. Good on them. Split Squad got 6. They were close, but nobody else. Wow. But we still have to get a winner between the 2 of you, I guess. You're both going... Or the simulator might actually give you guys the together win. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Good on you, Mechanical Good Boys. Who will it be? Kibo with 2 KOs. Mechamaru with 5. It is either of their games. It's not any other team's game because they decided to end up as the final 2. I don't think that's ever happened yet, has it? Nope. Well, I mean, it's happened in district placements, but it hasn't actually happened in tag team action. Huh. Nuts. That's actually really nuts. Kibo, Mechamaru. Kibo, Mechamaru. Kibo, Mechamaru. It doesn't really make a difference either way because they're Agents of Chaos. Yes, they are. I like that. I'm fine with that. Let's go. Let's proceed. Kibo, Mechamaru. Who's it gonna be? Who's taking the win? Kibo spears Mechamaru in the abdomen. He did it. It means you're winner. Representing the Mechanical Good Boys, the first ever winners of an official tag team game in the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Now your first tag team Agents of Chaos. They had a rough Season 4, but with this power they can make Season 5 their own. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mechanical Good Boys, Kibo takes the win. He deserved it. Let's be completely honest. He didn't get they ended up with 8 total kills, even though 1 was a team kill, but nuts. I would not have expected them to do it after the Season 4 that they had, but they came out on top. Your robots did well. Ruruka in 3rd, Kizakura in 4th, Mondo in 5th, Hero in 6th, Cory in 7th, Monodam in 8th, 9th place was Mishima. Gosh darn it, in the top 10 is freaking Sayaka, and then everyone else. With a slow scroll, I think 5 was the max? Nobody else got more than 5, right? But we'll see in a second as we do a quick roll. I don't need it for any stats, but I know at least one other person keeps some stats. Looking at you, Daiki, we'll proceed. Start off Taichi and Junko getting out because of Pennyworth, and it ended with the both of them together, Kibo and Mechamaru. Mechanical good boys, nothing could beat that. That was just perfect. That's true perfection. And I guess that's the top. I need to write that down. Yep. And there it is at the top. Mechamaru with 5. Koryu had 4. Ruka had 4. Hiro had 4. Kibo had 3. Kokichi had 3. Pennyworth had 3. A bunch of 2s. Azuru, Kaede, Komaru, Nagisa, Sarah, Sayaka, So, Tsumugi, and Yasuke all had 2. And then everyone else had 1 or none. Top 6, going on to the opening ceremonies. The Mechanical Good Boys, Confectioner's Couple, the Perfect Professors, the Pimped Out Rides, Ultra Despair Hagakure, and the Split Squad. And that's, all the way down there. That's your list. That's it. That's nuts. That's awesome. Alright. Well, I guess we're done. Go back to the reaping. That's it. Yeah, congratulations. Hardcore congratulations to the Mechanical Good Boys. They both took it together and in sync, in perfect harmony, with 8 total KOs between the two of them, more than any team together in today's situation. That was nuts. They did it. I'm proud of them. They really are the goodest boys, even though now they are infused with some sort of chaos and someone will join them tomorrow. But who will it be? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. It'll be fun. We have one more Agent of Chaos to crown, and tomorrow is also the deadline for the OC submission entries. Yeah, well, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow. So make sure. And it is in the description, I hope. If it's not, it is definitely still in the community tab, unless something crazy happened, YouTube is just down forever, and the community tab, they got rid of it or something. It's there. It is there. And it's probably in the description. I'll recall. That's it. They did it. Singles Agent of Chaos tomorrow, and then we are onward and upward officially to the, I need to write those two down as well, to the opening ceremonies right now. We have Kazuichi, Leon, freaking Sayaka, Daiki, Kokichi, Celeste, Seiko, Chiaki, Kyoko, Riko, Sakura, Jin, not Kirigiri, Jin from Your Turn to Die, Mondo, and Mew, Kotoko, and Reiko, Komaru, and Hina, Ibuki, and Kurumi, Kibo, and Mechamaru, and 2 more to be determined tomorrow. Who will it be? What 2 winners await on the horizon? The year of the horizon? We'll have to wait and see. Stay classy. And as always, toodaloo, Flight Crew.